It's being recorded. Go live. Hello, internet. It says trying to connect. There we go. Jamel Bookaboo. G'day from the Central Coast, Youngevity, and I'm going to be doing a presentation. So, stay tuned, here we go. G'day everyone. Hi, how are you?
Great.
My name's Jamel. I am Senior Executive Marketing Director with Youngevity. So, what I'll be doing over the next, say, half an hour is a presentation on my experience and what Youngevity is, what it can do, who founded the company, and so forth. So welcome, and it's a good note for me. If you have your mobile phones on silent, I'm going to turn mine on silent and I'll make sure it is. An extreme close-up over here, and my phone wasn't even on silent. There we go. Okay. That's a reminder for myself. So, okay, here we go. Dr. Wallach is around 76 years old. I've met him several times. He's been published in over 75 medical and scientific journals internationally. He wrote the book and cassette, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, which before social media sold over 150 million copies, which is more than Michael Jackson's Thriller, if you put that in comparison. And he's been around for a long time. He started off as a vet and became a naturopathic doctor. He's a licensed naturopathic doctor in America with 35 plus years of practical experience, and his latest work is epigenetics, where he's done research, for instance, with my friend's got a kid with cystic fibrosis, and his doctor gives him selenium, and that's directly attributed to Dr. Wallach's research. He fought the FDA several times and won, I think, Mike, you might know how many times exactly?
So far, 8, I think it's ongoing.
Okay. Last year he was awarded at the UN for Lifetime Achievement in Naturopathic Medicine and Philanthropy. I believe the first naturopathic doctor to get this award. He has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, and he has worked in the Smithsonian Institute. So he's very well recognised as a leader and a pioneer in this field. This is our scientific advisory board. Dr. Wallach, of course. Maylan, his wife, is a neurosurgeon. We've got our sports team. Dr. Corey Gold is our business uplining team today. He's known as a millionaire maker in network marketing, and I've had the fortune to meet him several times and had quite a few good phone calls with him, and he really is a pioneer in what we do. And if you've tried the pollen burst, that's Corey's line. And Corey Gold's in California, so I've been to a couple of conventions and spent some time with Corey. We've got Richard Brenton, a formulator. Theo Ratliff, who is, if you can see his banner here, he was an NBA All-Star. The doctors told him he had degenerative bone and joint disease and he couldn't play again. He met Dr. Wallach. He created the Rebound, which is our sports drink, which has 75 plant-derived minerals. There's a comparison chart which you can see at Team today. Some sports drinks that we all are very familiar with have 2 minerals. So what Dr. Wallach says is when we sweat, it's not only water, but it's a soup of nutrients that are coming out of our body. And if you do some research for yourself, like I have, a lot of elite athletes die earlier than couch potatoes. Dr. Wallach attributes that to them like a race car. You're flooring a race car and you're not putting back into the body what you're sweating out. So that Rebound drink has Theo on the cover. I flew over to America and met him. He looks healthy as a horse, and other guys drink Pearson. But Theo is he got on the bone and joint pack. I have a video that I filmed on my iPhone up at Team today. was told he had degenerative bone and joint disease, couldn't play again, did exactly what Doc said. We've got a sports streak with him on the cover, and he had 4 years back at the NBA at the top of the game, earning over $30 million. And that's why his wife says she's got 30 million reasons to thank Dr. Wallach. And during that time, those 4 years when he came back, he won the shot blocker title, which is one of the best awards you can get in the NBA. So all the cylinders were working for Theo. Another guy we have here is Drew Pearson. If you are American, you would have heard of Drew Pearson, the author of the Hail Mary. 65 years old. Drew moves around like a 20-something-year-old. I have met him twice. I've got videos with him. And if you notice a lot of elite sportsmen, especially contact sports, when they retire, you can see that they've been playing a hard sport their whole life. Drew moves around like he's a 20-something-year-old. Drew is on the front of our CM cream. CM cream is a topical cream, which is part of the program, part of our bone and joint pack, which I'll go into, and Drew's photo is on the cover of the CM cream. He's one of our brand ambassadors. Sanjeev Javert, he is a sports formulator, worked for the Green Bay Packers and a lot of elite sports teams in America. I have met most of the people on this chart. These are New Zealand figures. Australian figures aren't far off. New Zealand 25th in overall life expectancy. Diabetes is big. We're a first world country in New Zealand and Australia. Why are these things happening? And this is what Dr. Wallach's life's research points to. One of the things Dr. Wallach talks about is that our soils are not what they used to be. Farmers used to pray for floods, and when it floods, all the nutrients from the mountains came down into the floodplain. Now what do? We drain out all the stormwater, goes directly into the ocean. We're missing out on that nutrients. What I do know, I'm not a healthcare professional or doctor, and I always say please consult your own, is that a mineral cannot be manufactured by a plant or an animal. So it's got to come from the soil. So what they're doing in massive farming is they're putting the minimum in the soil for the plants to look good, and the pesticides in there too, so the bugs don't eat them. So there's two things that are going on here in our society. We go to the supermarket and they don't pay, typically, for nutritional content, they pay by the quantity. So I don't know what selenium tastes like, but we all know now that selenium is a required nutrient in the human body. So people that even say, and I get this a lot, and I think it's a fair question, I eat healthy and organic, why do I need to have supplements? Because even organic grown food may not have all the nutrition that we need. So Dr. Wallach says, it's not what you eat that kills you, it's what you don't eat. The key to health is giving your body the 90 essential nutrients. Now this is Dr. Wallach's research. I just started with one of his products, and I did a lot of research into Dr. Wallach myself over a period of 1 to 2 years. Even if you consider yourself healthy, you still need 90 for life. 90, that's our key message for Youngevity, 90 nutrients, to make sure you are getting the proper nutrition on a daily basis. Now those 90 nutrients include 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids and 2 to 3 essential fatty acids. This is the core of our business. This is called the Healthy Start Pack, which has got a multi-mineral amino acid vitamin complex with prebiotics, probiotics in California, which is a stringent state in America, is labelled as GMO and pesticide free. That with the essential fatty acids, which are your omega-3, 6 and 9s. Our essential fatty acids are made in a nitrogen chamber, and so that means that oil doesn't oxygenate. Here we go. Oxidize. Try not to get too technical. Oxidize the product, and we have all of the high standards, which is on the next chart, and the bone and the osteo effects is for our bone, support the structure and function of bones and joints. So what Dr. Wallach has done is put that in a pack. So we have that every day over the period of a month, and we're basically giving our bodies an insurance policy. Now, because they're plant derived, they're very highly absorbable. So the message is to give your body what it needs, and your body is an intelligent mechanism and it will take what it needs. That's our core of our business. All supplements are not created equal. This is another, I feel that I'm getting better at answering questions because a lot of Aussies just straight up say something and they're not being offensive. You know, I can get my vitamin C at Woolies or Chemo or Super Chemist or whatever. Why do I need to pay whatever it is for this? And I'll get into that fairly soon. Because most mineral supplements are derived from elemental minerals, which are 8 to 12% absorbable. Plants can convert elemental minerals into more usable forms. Youngevity's 90 for Life supplements include plant-derived minerals from an exclusive multi-billion-year-old mine up to 98% absorbable when it comes to getting results. Absorbability means everything. We all heard those stories about those portaloos where they find all those vitamin tablets at the portaloos because they go straight through people. What I'm drinking now is this is one of our products, but one of our core products is Tangy Tangerine, which is you put the supplement into the water and it basically dissolves straight away, so it's going straight in your bloodstream. Dr. Wallach has 3 steps to health: identify your category, use the appropriate pack and dose, and clean up your diet. At Youngevity, Dr. Wallach and our team promote eating good food, healthy food. We don't say don't eat food. We have a good and bad food list, and I'll get into that shortly. That's all on teamtoday.com, by the way. On the resource page, Dr. Peter Glidden, who is a naturopathic doctor licensed in America, does an excellent job on explaining that. So basically, Dr. Wallach says we need these 90 nutrients, and they come in a variety of different packs. For instance, if somebody has arthritis, there's a secret sauce added onto that 90 essential nutrients. For diabetes, and I always say see a doctor or a healthcare professional, there is the Sweeties, which is added onto the Healthy Start pack, and you still get your medication by the doctor, and but you check your levels, and if your levels are getting better, and your doctor says, well, I can decrease your insulin, that's a great thing. This is Dr. Wallach's life work. Use the appropriate nutrient pack, so that's what I was just saying. Some people have bone and joint issues, so they need a bit extra secret sauce there. And other people need blood sugar support. And that's why we have the healthy body packs in different categories, in different varieties. They come in a lot of different varieties. Some people are allergic to shellfish. So we've got a shellfish-free Healthy Start pack. That's where all different. These are some of the third-party testing standards and ratings. As you can see, this is on our essential fatty acids. These are American ratings and international, I think. So they're on the EFAs and so forth. Clemson University in America released a study, which is on the company website. Youngevity is an American listed company. YGYI is the stock code. And in that study, it says that Tangy Tangerine killed cancerous cells in the colon, and that's on the company website. Now, at Youngevity, Dr. Wallach says clean up your diet. This is Dr. Glidden has done, the naturopathic doctor on Team Today under Resources, has done an excellent webinar on that. So I'm not going to try to complicate things, but I was very surprised. But Dr. Wallach says yes, meat, eggs, butter. One of the validations of Dr. Wallach is in the 60s it said butter is bad on the front of Time magazine, and a couple of years ago it said butter is good on the front of Time magazine. He's been saying the whole thing the whole time. So I won't go into too much detail on that. So the only issues Dr. Wallach would say, are you taking the right products, are you taking the right amounts, are you absorbing, and have you cleaned up your diet? Of course, see a doctor or healthcare professional. We are not primarily a weight loss company, but we are a health company and wellness. But what what people find is when they have the Healthy Start Pack, the cravings of certain foods go down. For instance, sugar. I don't put sugar in my coffee anymore. I always used to put 2 to 3 spoons of sugar in my coffee all the time. When I started on the Healthy Start Pack, the craving, it wasn't willpower, the craving for sugar went down. And I just didn't crave sugar in my coffee. So that to me was a litmus test. I was only a guinea pig before I wanted to tell my friends and family. I wanted to know if it worked, and it did. But that's what people find. People find that they will lose weight when they supplement correctly. What we do in Australia, what I'm doing in my presentation is talking about Dr. Wallach. If you think that what I'm saying is true, you can go and research everything, all the good and bad online about Dr. Wallach. TVDA.com is resources that I put up, but I always encourage people to do their own research. So, how does this all work? Now, I have customers and business builders and people that want to do it as a profession, to leave their job and travel the world and end up in the Bahamas like I did with my fiancée, paid for by Youngevity. Well, that's what I proposed. So how does it work? Where does the money come from in Youngevity? Which is probably the most common question I get by Aussies. And I don't think it's a bad question. Some of my best mates ask me that, and they're some of my best team members now. Well, we don't have shelf space and we don't have advertising. Dr. Wallach's chosen this method. He's basically reverse engineered the MLM system because he wanted to get his message out, people that are passionate. I've spent a fair bit of one-on-one time with Dr. Wallach, and I can tell you my experience is that he's the real deal. So he rewards people by spreading his message. So all I'm doing is showing the presentation, providing the support. We've got team calls, websites. My fiancée has 2 team calls. Dr. Corey Gold's got a weekly team call. I've got a team call on Tuesdays that we can all get on and discuss about the business and products. So without having the shelf space budget and the advertising budget, I was an actor. I am an actor, but I started off when I was about 22. And I know how much it costs to do a TV commercial. So the money that sometimes the advertisement for the product costs more than the product. So that's going into the distributors and shared very fairly. People that I've spoken to that have spent years in the industry have looked at our compensation plan and said it's the most generous they've ever seen. And here is how we get compensated. Well, 40-year plan in America, 1% are wealthy, 4% are financially stable, 5% are still working, 28% are dead, 62% are dead broke. So what's the plan? This is a 2 to 5 year plan. I used to skip over this really quickly. For me, my first official presentation with a whiteboard was in July 2015. The 1st of July 2016 today, and I've effectively replaced my income from my job that I've had for nearly 20-something years. I used to go straight through this because I didn't think that was achievable. So now I've got people in my team that are basically getting to the level I'm at in a way shorter amount of time because I've been able to learn off my upline, and in Australia now we have a whole team working together. So we've got brand ambassadors. Mary Lou Hannah, she was in a program called Taxi, I think in the 70s, and she was at the convention. She's our brand ambassador and she looks great. I don't know how old she is, but she looks young. Our head office, I went there and did a YouTube video clip. I've been to the head office in San Diego and Auckland, New Zealand, and everything is where it should be. We are 90 for Life is the core of our business. We're a wellness health company, empowering individuals to take their life back and their freedom and their health. So that is the core of our message, the 90 for Life. So from that, we are a multi-level marketing company. And outside that, we've got mineral makeup, coffee, and we've got the highest ratings in the coffee, weight loss. Marissa Cameron is a fashionista. Melina, my fiance, hosted her event in Hawaii. She brought a clothing line for women to Youngevity. So it's swapping where you shop. And this is where I get to the interesting part, which I used to really just gloss over and because I didn't think it was achievable. I thought it was tacky, but it's really what I do for a job now, and I'm really happy doing it. If you can see the chart, this is the ranking system. You invite 3 people into your business, and they can just be customers or independent distributors, and you achieve the role of regional marketing director. And all that is a healthy start pack yourself, a box of energy sticks or the super fruits or something like that, and introduce 3 people on a tangy tangerine, and you are regional marketing director. In Youngevity, you stay that rank for life until you move up, and I'll explain that. My rank right now is Senior Executive Marketing Director, but firstly, I'll show you how you can get your money back within 24 hours. Melina's people have done it. People have done it in my group within a week. People in the room that have probably done it. Yes, I think they are. So we've got 2 different things. You can come in as a distributor for $15. You get a website. You can basically have no minimum spend. You get 30% off products. These New Zealand dollars, $15. That's all. That's it. There's no minimum spend, and this is a few people that have had experience with other things that I don't really know about. Said, well, what's it? You know, how much do I need to spend a month? Well, you don't need to spend anything. I've got people that have opened an account and now they're getting into it, and other people come straight into it. And I'm a believer in meeting people where they're at. But with that $15, you get an account, an ID number, you can log in and order whatever you like online, or call a 1-800 number and order whatever you like. Some people just want the sports drink. So we've got a mate of mine that just wanted the sports drink because he plays footy. He introduced me to his dad, who I didn't know, and his father came in as a CEO. So the CEO is, if you come in as a business, you're basically paying under 600 Australian dollars for business, but you're getting $600 worth of product. I'd say 700 if you bought everything off the shelf. So you're getting $700 worth of product, you're coming in at $600. And what Melina, my fiance, for the month of July, if you get a CEO pack, she's going to rebate you $100 off that. So you're coming in at under $500. So I'm going to do these numbers in US dollars because it's going to make things a lot easier. So glad Melina's not here because she loves my handwriting. So a CEO mega pack is 500 US. So if you come in as a CEO and you invite 3 people, say 4 people, over 1 calendar month, well, not even say, because every CEO pack you get, if you enroll them, you get $100 US quick start and $30 US fast start. So that's $130 off the bat. So that's 130 times 4 equals, Mike, equals 130 times 5 grand.
520.
520. So there you go, you've made money back if you introduce 4 people. But by the time you've done that, you get to the role of Executive Marketing Director. And in Youngevity, we have what they call a coding. Once you're CEO, when you come in as a business, if you're just a distributor, you get all these unique level bonuses. There's a 2% infinity bonus. So if there's someone 200 levels below you, you're getting 2% of the BV, but you're getting 8% as an R&D off your 2 front lines, and then go 7%, etc. So you're getting paid 9 different ways when you come in as CEO and you're doing the business. You can get paid up to 9 ways. So if you purely just came in as a CEO and introduced 4 people, you get your money back plus a bit more. Then you code it as an EMD. An EMD is an Executive Marketing Director. We have a few of those in here tonight. So an EMD is 200 volume, and every CEO pack equals 500 QB. QB is what you rank up in Youngevity. I'm going to go quickly on this because I don't like to confuse people, and Melina's done an excellent video on this, and so has David Rutz on the Team G'day website. So you can get, now Melina has agreed to chip in $100 a CEO pack. So if you come in as a CEO, this is US dollars, she's putting in an extra 100. But everyone you introduce as a CEO, you get 130. So you're getting 520, that's just the CEO coding bonus. That has got nothing to do with the uni level. So that CEO pack has nothing to do with what I'm about to show you, which is not even our main compensation plan. The compensation plan is SEMD, is the rank that when you get to SEMD, and I'm building 3 this month, qualifying 3 at least, because I'm going vice presidential in July. So SEMD stands for Senior Executive Marketing Director, which is the cornerstone of our business. And this is all it is. It's that simple. I didn't know it was that simple when I started. All SEMD is 1 calendar month. We're talking QV, is qualifying volume. Your personal account needs to have 250. You need 3 people with 150 on your front line. And you need 3 JIMDs, which is Junior Independent Marketing Director. And 50 QB. Dr. Wallach wants his message out there, so he's made it really easy. 1 canister of Tangy Tangerine, 50 QB. So there's no little funny tricks going on here. And your group volume needs to be personal. Your group qualifying qualifying volume needs to be 5,400 in your whole group within 3 levels, and that always happens within 1 calendar month. Then you are SEMD. Once you get to SEMD, you get a $300 US car bonus per month, and then every month you re-qualify, and you get all the commissions involved in that. And when you enrol 3 people on a Healthy Start Pack in Youngevity, your next Healthy Start Pack's free, and it counts as commission, QV2 and BV that you get paid on. And that's the business. So once you get to SEMD, which is what I have, my job is to make it as simple as possible to spread the message and build other SEMDs for the business builders, and for the customers, provide support. So I have 2 groups of emails. I have one for the customers and the business builders, and another group is just for the business builders, because the customers, my friend's mum that just wants the Healthy Start Pack, she might want to call me and ask about something, but she doesn't want to know about that. So I keep my 2 groups separate. And that is basically this. If this looks like spaghetti, don't worry, it did to me. I had to print this out and study it. Melina's done an excellent webinar on SEMD in month's end. The blue is all the basically residuals you get. The green is once you're CEO qualified, you can only get that CEO pack once. We've got a variety of CEO packs. And once you get that CEO pack, that unlocks all the green down here, which goes from a car bonus to there's a dream holiday. Melina and I are going for diamonds over the next year. My fiance is senior vice chair, so she's on well over 6 figures US. I'm SEMD, I'm going for this by month's end. And we have a very, very special call tomorrow by corporate, and I think it's really going to help anyone getting in the business rank up for the month. So Melina knows people that have gone SEMD within a couple of days. So that's how simple it is. Now we have the support from myself, our team, Melina, Dr. Corey, and all the other business builders like Tom Chanel and so forth that will get in and involved and help us get where we need to get. So this is CEO coding. So every CEO pack I move, I get $100 US coding on top of the 130. Melina's agreed, if you come in as a CEO, she's going to rebate you $100 off what it is. So it's under 600 Australian dollars for a CEO pack. And you'll get more than that worth of product, and it starts your own business, buys yourself into the business. So these are the levels, and there is an infinity. There's no, it doesn't stop anywhere. So Melina's got 5 girls. She was independent, supporting them before she met me, just for Youngevity. Before that, she was running a cafe, and she was away from the kids. Now she can work from home, and she still travels. So basically, we have in the industry $178 billion US a year in network marketing. In comparison to that, the music industry has $16 billion. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've released several albums. Billy Joel's bass player played on my last record. I played in California a few months ago. So to put that in perspective, $16 billion is in the music industry, $178 billion is in network marketing. Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, and Robert Kiyosaki all say, I think that could be Jim Rohn, I'm not sure, all say it's a good idea.
Bob Proctor.
Bob Proctor, there you go. All say it's a good idea, and it's lifestyle. You're not chained to a desk, and our paperwork, my mum and dad run a business. They've got to be in the office for invoicing, deliveries, accounts. Guess what? That's all done. It's all done in the office. This is my tools. You know? And when you're with a team working together, for instance, Melina had something she had to do today. So on a team call, I opened up the call, and then we got people in her group to all contribute. We've got Dr. Wallach is a veteran. Part of our charities is the Wounded Warrior Project, and all sorts of charities that we have going on there too. So we've got basically where we are. This is one more thing that we love to use the whiteboard for. We're approaching to be a 20-year-old company. So we've been around. We haven't just turned up overnight. We're debt free. We don't owe the banks any money. So that was year 1. This is year 20. We've just had people like Keith Walls from New Skin come over. We've got the analytics guy from Herbalife come over. So things are really getting exciting. So 160. Well, that's okay. So we're heading towards a $1 billion company. But the exciting thing is, these are years, and that's dollars. That's $1 million. So for the first, say, 15 years, we were gradually going like this, which is great for a company, right? It's solid. And over the last 5 years, we've done this. Melina likes to say that's when she can. But so where we are right now, if you look at Youngevity in corporate magazines, we just got a great write-up saying it's an excellent, all the boxes are ticked and everything's there. One thing we do have is Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach is with Youngevity. He is the guy with the book in the Smithsonian, and he's the guy that has looked after professional athletes. Evander Holyfield credits Dr. Wallach for naturally rebuilding his heart. Publicly. So that's our message. Our team is Team G'day, teamg'day.com. It's a free website. You can come in as purely as a customer, or you'd like to maybe introduce a couple of people and get some thank you checks, or you can come in as a CEO, where Mike's actually got on display here. This is pretty close to what you get in the CEO pack. You probably have this C cream or something like that. You basically have the 2 healthy start packs in every CEO pack, plus you get, this is part of our pro line, and the CEO packs come in a variety of different things for people that prefer different things. We've got an anti-aging one, we've got a bone and joint one, we've got an athletic one. This is our pro line. If you've heard of telomere support, if you've heard of flucoidin, it's got all the latest line of Youngevity in the Pro line. So the Pro line is a slow release. and the immortality is great. I take the Zero test, which is hormonal support for men, which has this extra selenium and flucoidin, and it's got a lot of things in it. So, Dr. Wallach is the guy behind Youngevity. My goal is to spread this in Australia. We've got the biggest team in Sydney at the moment. I think we do, as far as I can tell. And we're looking at getting this to the next level. We've got all the ticks in the right boxes at the moment. Our next event is in the Gold Coast, and I'll see if I can pull that up. We are at, I'm not on the internet at the moment, but we've got the Gold Coast coming up on the 3rd to the 5th of November, and it's going to be at SeaWorld, and we've got our great upline. Our upline includes Cheryl Morley, Ambassador, Tom Chenault, Denise Chenault, Tori Gold, Ted Anderson, who owns the biggest independent radio network in America, who I spent some time with. We've got Sandy Ellsberg, who's known amongst the industries. Sandy Ellsberg is one of my mentors, and all these people are in the upline for business support if we come in as professionals, and they are leaders in the field. Of course, Melina, my fiance, who is one of her team Aloha, is now joined with Team G'day. So her resources are free to use for all of us. And we had testimonies that are free to share. One woman, Donna Garland, she did a testimony. She spent $94,000 US dollars on medical bills. Was given 2 years to live with stage 3, I think it was, liver failure. She went to Doc, did exactly what he said, and she's perfectly healthy. Those testimonies are available online, and it's the individual talking about their experience. So, look, I'm not a doctoral healthcare professional. I'm not a naturopath, but I'd say to everyone to do their research, and I don't think that there is anything that comes close to Youngevity. And visit me at teamtoday.com or call me on 0414 286 358, and our convention is the 3rd to the 5th of November at SeaWorld, which is going to be huge. Thank you very much. And good evening, Internet. teamtoday.com.